The new CEO of Dark Matter Technologies is focused on delivering value for clients and helping lenders thrive. Sean Dugan says that all starts with the company's culture.
Our clients will absolutely see an impact on their business on whatever culture that we build at Dark Matter. So that culture will be highly communicative, very transparent, and collaborative.
My name is Kimberly Hawes, and Dugan recently sat down with the Mortgage Note to share his vision for the future.
So, Sean, first of all, we haven't had the opportunity to meet. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, Kim, thanks for the opportunity. It's good to speak with you. And yeah, so I've been in the industry for over 20 years. The last 14 have been with some derivative of this company with Dark Matter, whether that be LPS or Black Knight or now Dark Matter. I've had a variety of roles, including sales, marketing, account management, client services that is reported through my organization over those years. So I've got a strong understanding of the mortgage tech space, really deep and meaningful relationships with clients as well as our employees. And I have a strong vision of where to take Dark Matter. I live in Northern California, married to kids, and one of those is about to go off to college. And that's a little bit about me.
Wow. Wow. That's an exciting time for you and your family. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Yes, we have a new Cal Bear in our midst. She's going to Cal Berkeley.
Now, you mentioned in your introduction that you have a strong vision of where you'd like to take dark matter in the future. Maybe you can tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the major things about the change of leadership is again because I've been with this particular company and our products and our clients for the last 14 years, working side by side with the previous leadership, Rich Gagliano, who has retired. I think the key word is continuity. There's no major disruption for our clients. However, we will have a really keen focus on moving some simplicity into our business model and our products. There'll be a focus on everything from simplifying our UI to simplifying our administrative tools, making it far easier and cost effective for vendor partners to also integrate their services to the dark matter ecosystem, allowing clients to do the same. We're going to be unveiling some of those capabilities at our upcoming user conference, which is called Horizon later this month. But a real keen focus on reducing complexity, delivering on simplicity, and of course, driving value for our clients. That goes without saying. If we're not really creating efficiencies and automation and driving the cost to originate down, then we're not spending our time in the right areas. And so that will be a very, once again, a keen focus for dark matter.
All right. So simplicity, it sounds like, is the key word here.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yes. Yeah, that's kind of my vision includes three kind of tenets, if you will: value, growth, and simplicity. We'll be focusing all of our efforts on one of those tenets at any given time. Again, always looking to drive value with our products to our clients, allowing them again to become more efficient. We're looking to grow the organization. We're going to grow organically. We will be in the acquisition market, very active in the acquisition market as well as we continue to grow the dark matter stable of products and services, and then again, a focus on simplicity, as I outlined previously.
You mentioned that you have your annual user conference coming up, Horizon, and that
Yes.
you would be previewing some of those things there. What can attendees expect when they attend this conference?
Sure. Yeah, it's more than a user conference. It's really 2.5 days of thought leadership and learning and collaboration amongst our clients, vendor partners, and our employees. It's all in a really beautiful location, Amelia Island, which is right off the coast, the Florida coast in Jacksonville. We'll have some of the product reveals that I hinted at previously. We'll have guest speakers from across the industry. I'll be sharing a little more detail around my vision for dark matter, as well as our roadmap for the variety of products that we deliver to the mortgage tech industry.
What kind of clients come out for these conferences?
So we had our inaugural user conference Horizon last year, and obviously a down market, and we had over 200 attendees for that conference. I would say that the down market has continued, right? We're in a very similar market this year as we were last year. And the attendee has grown from 200 to over 300. So we have our largest, most complex clients who attend this seminar. We've got our strategic clients in the mid-market. We've got, if you're not aware, we have recently aligned Constellation Mortgage Services under the Dark Matter brand. And those include products like the old Mortgage Builder, which is now called Nova. We've got a document repository by the name of Axicor. We've got our servicing platform that I think you and I will talk about here in a moment. And so we've got clients from CMSI as well. And again, CMSI as a company will begin to be phased out, and these will just be products under the Dark Matter brand. But we've got executives, we've got administrators, we've got product managers. So it's a really good mix of both clients as well as roles from within those clients that participate in Horizon.
It's great to hear about the increase in attendance. It sounds like, either through word of mouth or good marketing, word has spread and more people can benefit from attending.
Yeah, I think we've really delivered on the value last year, and people are eager to get a better understanding. The change in leadership may have something to do with it as well, but I think all in all, people are understanding that they've got powerful products from Dark Matter, and they're looking to understand how they can best deploy and continue to configure those products to drive the best value proposition for their organization. And that's exactly what we'll accomplish at Horizon.
And so you touched upon this, but let's make sure that we flush it out. Tell us a little bit about Dark Matter's plans to entering the servicing tech space.
Yeah, so again, it arrived, the opportunity arrived via the alignment that I mentioned of Constellation Mortgage Services under the Dark Matter brand. Again, we're happy to deliver the Nova LOS platform, the Axicor document repository, and then we were able to discover that there was a servicing platform under CMSI. It's actually been it's a platform that's been around for some time. It's supported over 75 clients. It's serviced millions of loans. It's incredibly scalable, and it really supports pretty much every loan type known to man, including reverse mortgages from a servicing capacity. So we'll be rolling that out this year. We are 100% engaged and participating in the servicing technology industry. We participated in the servicing National Servicing Conference earlier this year, and it'll be a key area of focus for Dark Matter specific to the servicing industry.
That's exciting.
It's a part of the industry that needs competition. I think it's an area that is underserved. There's only a couple of providers. Obviously, there's quite a bit of work associated with a servicing platform from a regulatory, from a compliance perspective, from an end-to-end perspective. And luckily, again, this is much of that work has been done and it's been battle tested, and we're very excited to bring this product to market.
Yeah, what are people saying when you're talking about this?
I think they're really excited and taken aback by kind of the really clean look that the product has. We spent a fair amount of time on the UIs, portals included, and I think the feedback that we've gotten, and we've had some studies from some third parties as well to come in and evaluate, kind of mark to market, how does this compare to the rest of the providers in the marketplace, and it compares very, very favorably, really extensive capabilities and a comprehensive product offering. So again, we think this is an area of the market that really needs competition, and we're very excited to throw our hat in the ring.
Tell us a little bit about technology, automation, and AI in general. What are people asking you about when they're sitting down and talking with you? What are you seeing as far as changes or momentum when it comes to embracing better technology for the future?
Yeah, I mean, I think AI is here and it's here to stay. I'm not a believer that it's going to take over our industry and the robots are going to start making underwriting decisions. That's not how I see this unfolding. But we've been working with AI for the last 8 years, and it's been a really tremendous learning opportunity for us. And we have tuned up our algorithm. By the way, the product name is Ava. And as of today, we're recognizing, and this is largely through the algorithm and not a human backstop, but over 1,100 doc types that we're classifying, over 800 data labels or data fields that we're extracting. We've got 111 million data labels that we extracted last year. We processed 346 million pages, and we're also classified 108 million mortgage documents. So our leveraging of AVA is pretty specific to documents and the evaluation, the classification, the extraction of around all the document intensive industry that we're in. And that's only part of it, right? Then it's a matter of what do you do with these documents? What do you do more specifically with that data? And we've got a very robust decisioning engine, as well as the industry's best exception-based workflow, and our ability to actually pull these data elements either from the documents or from a source of truth, compare, make decisions, and allow a loan to go through an exception-based process so that so long as it meets that lender's criteria, it can go through that loan fulfillment process without being touched by a human. Where it falls outside of that criteria, then we basically pull that up, deliver that to a human to make an educated decision. But we're able to really drive down that cycle time, increase satisfaction, and data integrity across the board. So that's our utilization of AI today. And again, we've been doing it for some period of time. I think there's other uses of AI. I think generative AI is pretty interesting, and how you might have the ability to engage a borrower on a portal, by example, allow that borrower to ask questions about loan rates, about loan types, and get instant feedback from a generative AI agent. I think is something that's also interested. We're going to focus on leveraging AI across the documents, and again, we're going to open up our ecosystem so that other providers and clients can leverage other AI agents and deploy that directly into our ecosystem through our really comprehensive API structure.
One thing you mentioned was satisfaction, like client satisfaction. How are our clients that are working with you responding to the advances in technology?
I think it depends on what role you're talking to, right? So the executive team gets very excited at the increase in quality, and the increase in satisfaction, and the decrease in cycle time, right, and efficiencies. The ops team, there's a little bit of who moved my cheese. There's am I going to be replaced? This is a brand new way of doing business, and there's a level of trust as well, right, where you have to trust that the platform is doing what it's meant to do, and the findings that are being delivered to the operations team are valid and allow them to continue to move forward. So instead of checking the checkers, we always hear that, checking the checkers. There needs to be a level of trust, and that takes some time. Just building out the credibility, continuing to deliver, and over time, I think the ops team also starts to embrace the capabilities and the impact it has on their day-to-day, kind of operations. It's meant to have a positive impact not only on the borrower but the employee as well. Allow the employees to get more specialized in what decisions they're making, right?
And it sounds like building trust has to do with actually interacting with some of this technology. Am I right in saying that, Sean? Like as a person becomes more accustomed to using it, the trust builds. Am
Yes.
I right with that?
Yeah, 100%, right? Again, you get an underwriter who has been doing his or her job for the last 15 or 20 years, very ingrained in their processes and procedures. And now, from an Empower perspective, right now they've got one screen within our LOS. And all of the information has been curated, distilled, and delivered to them to make informed decisions. They may check a couple of those data points to make sure that they're valid. But over time, right, as they go back and may double check again those data points, they understand that it's valid, it's correct. That level of trust and credibility starts to build.
It makes sense, but I'm glad to hear it from you. You know what I mean? Like what you're seeing, what you're experiencing there. What other changes might clients expect moving forward as you embrace your new role as CEO?
Well, again, I think it's largely around the continuity that I bring, having been here for so long, and again, knowing our products and knowing our clients and employees alike. But you'll see an increase in communication from our organization. We've got not just the user conference, but a variety of vehicles which we engage and collaborate with our clients, get their feedback, and allow that feedback to shape any manner of things, from our capital expenditure strategies to our product roadmap strategies to the design of particular products. Our clients will absolutely see an impact on their business on whatever culture that we build at Dark Matter. So that culture will be highly communicative, very transparent, and collaborative.
And when you say collaborative, can you give me like an example of what's maybe worked in the past that you want to repeat again, or a new idea that you're looking to implement?
Our borrower portal and our loan officer portal are probably two pretty good examples. When we started to bring those to market, we formed user groups, working groups that we had where our clients would log on, usually twice a month. We would report on where we're headed with the user interface and the user experience. We would get real-time feedback from loan officers and production managers on what that experience really needed to deliver in order to make our clients more successful. We took that feedback, documented that, tested against it, and had basically a loop, if you will, with our clients, who would come back every 2 weeks and really track our progress, get additional feedback. It's that type of collaborative spirit, and allowing the people that are in the trenches every single day engaging with borrowers and understanding what tools they need at their fingertips that helped us shape that product roadmap.
Now, I've been asking you a lot of questions here today. Is there anything that you wanted to touch on to make sure that we talked about before we wrap up here this afternoon?
No, I mean, we hit upon the servicing platform, the Dark Matter servicing platform, and our entry into that market. We talked about, AI and Ava's impact specific to our clients. And again, my focus on, value, growth, and simplicity. Those were the major points that I wanted to make sure that I articulated to you and to the rest of the industry as my vision as the CEO of Dark Matter Technologies.
Thank you for listening. We have been talking to Sean Dugan, CEO of Dark Matter Technologies. My name is Kimberly Hawes. Have a great day.